server in this match.
Side out.
Big find for Ben Johns early. Sides out, Johnson and Frazier.
0-0-1.
Big angle from JW Johnson, was out at 10 a.m. this morning already, won a gold medal here in Dallas.
Yeah, so a lot of those same overheads with Jaume Martinez. Vic trying to chase him down. He played flawlessly in games 2 and 3. Congrats to him. Already got a gold around his neck, wants 2.
Side out.
That's a big shot for Dylan Frazier on the right side. Chatted with him briefly before this, said he wants nothing more.
0-0-1.
No other team he'd rather face in this situation. Try and win a national title.
Point.
They're on the board first.
And great energy from Dylan Frazier running around the court right now. Getting
1-0-1.
JW Johnson fired up.
Second serve.
There's Collin Johns. So you have on the right side players who can speed the ball
1-0-2.
off the bounce on the forehand, and you've got to have it to get to Sunday in men's doubles. And the score line of their last match was unbelievable, Michelle.
Yeah.
J-Dub and Dylan win 11-7, 11-3, and then the Johns brothers roar back in the finals in Vegas, 11-7, 11-8, 11-6. Well over 2-hour match.
Quick release from JW Johnson. That one was a thriller. The first 2 games, you felt like JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier, they had it.
Yes.
They had the match in their control. Just came down to a few controversial points, honestly. That line call was a bit skewed. Dylan Frazier on the attack, gets the serve right back.
Love how aggressive they're being early, and that was part of the formula, Michelle. They cranked up the aggressiveness a little bit, and it almost got them to the finish line.
Second serve.
This is also a couple teams that get to the kitchen
1-0-2.
consistently. They drop it, get there, and get into their patterns that they prefer.
Side out.
Ernie from Ben Johns on the corner.
And these two are dealing with health issues, potentially. Scary situation for CJ. Earlier in the week, took a ball off the forehead from his brother. Unfriendly fire.
Second serve.
There's the hand speed of Dylan Frazier.
And then we played indoors, and during that Lung Ignatowicz match, it looked like it was over. I mean, they were in trouble, but like they do, they found a way. And Ben went from a 2% energy to 100 after that incident where he accidentally hit his brother trying to defend an attack, and it came right off his paddle into the forehead.
Buried by JW Johnson.
So Dylan Frazier going to a pattern that has worked for others, again, on occasion, is that speed up to the Ben Johns backhand.
Point. 2-1-1. Point.
And I just love the bounce. Dylan Frazier is charging around here. Obviously, he's the #1 paddle spinner in the world, so he'll have that going. But he really is coming out here with energy.
The best right side players in the world, too. And how about that finish from JW Johnson? Ask Dylan Frazier what the most underrated part of playing the right is. said the level of discipline you have to maintain in your shot selection throughout the match.
Second serve.
Yeah, because if you start pulling triggers from over there, that is not your job. Now, if you get opportunities, you have to take them as Dylan has here, but you've got to set the table.
Side out.
And JW Johnson comes up short with a couple of transition shots in the third there, but nice start here for the 2 seed.
Inside out overhead put away for JW Johnson.
Just not sharp for the Johns brothers so far as it relates to getting the ball to drop on the thirds.
1-4-2. Point.
Beautiful inside out. JW Johnson is going to cheat forehand, so great attack from Ben Johns. Dylan's like, oh no, that came over. All I can do is pop it up, and then this is like a cheetah about to pounce on the wounded gazelle. Watch Ben come flying up here and just goodbye.
Oh, a let court again. Ben John gets a hold of it, ties it up.
Yes, CJ dives out of the way on one side. This is crazy. Love it on the kitchen sink.
Dylan Frazier, he has been such an X factor on his side.
He's played great here to start. Tied up at 4. Obviously, the other X factor is the X40 ball here, Michelle. So those counters will come back just a little slower. That actually favors the Johns.
JW Johnson closing. Why would that benefit the Johns brothers more? With
just the
X40?
counters will come back slightly slower. The hands on the other side are outrageous. Theirs are very good, but they would rather play slightly slower brand. And again, we're talking fractions, but that's what the difference is in this particular matchup.
Second serve. Five, 4-2.
Just back for JW Johnson.
There's an example right there. Great scorpion from that dude right there using that Scorpius paddle.
4-5-1.
Gets so low, fully healthy. He had a bad injury scare earlier. Thought he had done serious damage to the Achilles. Still took him a couple months to get all the way back. Tough few months for the Johns boys.
Inside out deflection from Ben Johns. Takes back a tie game.
Yeah, and you saw the first lob of the match from JW Johnson, and here we go again, watching this hands battle.
5-5-1.
Or the dink battle.
Second serve. 5-5-2. Point.
A couple of missed returns from singles earlier today from JW Johnson. He is in a hurry because they are switching and unwinding that stack once you get in position. So the drive will be coming.
Point.
That's pretty from Collin Johns, because you think he just looks so chill resetting it, and then the next thing you know, he is countering. And all right side players at this level have to be able to counter and reset, not just one or the other.
Timeout receivers, 8-5-2.
Time in this combination, the last two, this being the third. Frazier gets a bounce.
That was weird that Ben got surprised there, because he went down the middle and then just sort of got out of whack here, because I love that shot right there, and then just wasn't ready with the forehand.
5-8-1.
Huge response out of the break for JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier.
Point.
Good look at what
6-8-1.
just absolute punishment looks like from overhead.
Second serve.
And because the thirds have not been of the quality that both sides would prefer, we've had shorter points.
Side out.
Missing to the net. Johns brothers with another chance. 3 away to take game one.
8-6-1. Second serve.
Put away for JW Johnson.
And Collin will just launch it to the moon some of the time to make you have to hit a more difficult overhead when they're in trouble, and then defend on the next one. It's not a bad strategy to kind of get you back into a rally.
Inside out deflection again. Ben Johns all over it.
Full SWAT team. That's why I was confused. That exact pattern happened before, and he wasn't ready with the forehand. Quick adjustment. They've got algorithms. They're all over it.
Set up the shot he wanted, did JW. Now game point to Ben and Collin Johns. 11 titles so far on the season for them. JW Johnson hops the corner, snipes the early.
But he also sniped to the side of the line, so.
0-0-2.
And Johns comes out firing early in game two.
Yeah, so it doesn't appear to be having the problems he had with his ankle. He rolled it the other day against Bellamy and Monroe, and has really pounced on any of those middle dinks that travel too far.
Side out. 0-1-1. Second serve. 0-1-2. Point.
Long for Johns. Frazier and Johnson on the board.
Yeah, and Ben is patrolling that middle dink well. Just didn't execute there.
Point.
First volley from Collin, not anywhere near where he wanted that, and Dylan Frazier all over it.
2-1-2.
Overjoyed with his Missouri Tigers from yesterday. Football.
Side out.
Inside out beauty from Collin Johns.
And why is that so good? Because he pulls his whole body to the left and then drags the paddle through inside out. The visual read on that is cross court. The ball goes back behind you. Great job by CJ.
Second serve. 1-2-2. Point.
Boy, and those missed returns have crept into the doubles as well as able to overcome it. Obviously, with the gold in singles.
Side out. Two, 2-1.
Collin Johns gets the area on the backhand.
Great read of that, too. He gets well around the kitchen. Didn't jump over it, but ran around it because he had the time.
Point.
There's that deadly flick of that man, JW Johnson.
3-2-2.
Thinks to travel too far. Don't get to talk about it. And there's the let serve we play.
Side out.
Good run, though, for Frazier and Johnson on top by 1 in game 2.
Important just to not fall behind again in this game.
JW Johnson, such put-away power. His backhand, not a lot of swing either.
And you saw Ben's like, this dude loves to hit those angles, so he took off to the left and just smoked right back down the middle. Watch where Ben goes. Not in the middle. Great choice from J-Dub. Great look at that from overhead.
Tough point. What a battle. Shifting from left side to right side. JW Johnson and Dylan Frazier battling.
I mean, just insane hands on the other side here for Ben and Collin. The yell from CJ to his brother, get out of the way. And they get the lead right back. That's what they do.
4-3-2.
shot from
Side
Dylan
out.
Frazier, spotting the middle.
And we just had friendly fire again as Ben swung
Referee
at a
timeout.
forehand in the middle and caught Collin's left hand there. So now he's been hit in the
Tight
forehead
end.
with a ball off Ben's paddle, and now the
3-4-1.
actual paddle hit his left hand.
Second serve.
Johns so deceptive with his touch.
3-4-2.
Collin gave a little signal to return down the middle, and boy, did he execute that perfectly.
Point.
Shot from Dylan Frazier, testing the backhand of Ben Johns. Wasn't expecting a rip there.
Yeah, and got
4-4-2.
off to a good start with some of that. Michelle at the kitchen line attacking the Ben Johns backhand off the bounce.
Side out. Four, 4-1. Second serve. 4-4-2. Side out.
The rare Johns service opportunity that they do not get to the kitchen on either option.
4-4-1. Second serve.
Lucky bounce for Johnson. Second serve, second try to take a lead.
But this is a very focused
4-4-2.
and engaged Ben Johns out here today, patrolling the middle of the court.
Ooh, Dylan Frazier sneaks it in the baseline, cross court.
There's the X40 factor there. That ball would go deep with a
5-4-2.
Dura, but stays in.
Point.
The other unique part about this match today is it's usually Ben who has already played singles going into this. Today it's the reverse of
6-4-2.
JW Johnson, to his credit.
Ben Johns stepped in that time down the line. It's the serve back, but a nice run for Frazier and Johnson on top by 2.
Yeah, grab that lead right back, and that's the maturity of
4-6-1.
this team. They don't panic. Really well played there.
There's the hand
Second
speed
serve.
of both Frazier and JW Johnson. One of the things that Dylan told me he loves about playing with JW, that hand speed that
4-6-2.
bails them out of some tough situations.
Yep, there it is on display, as fast as it can be, and a great leave.
Point.
But the missed dink counts just the same.
5-6-2. Point.
Just long, and the Johns brothers tie it back up at 6.
Yeah, a little conversation with Mark Jackson, the referee there, but that's
6-6-2.
definitely out. A couple of those have flown off Dylan Frazier's paddle.
Point.
Again, Ben moves so quickly. If you don't hit a clean fourth, meaning put it
7-6-2.
down in the kitchen and concede it, you will pay the price.
Just wide for
Side out.
Collin.
Yeah, J-Dub moving, so Johnson would have been able to get there, but he would have been in a less than
6, 7,
ideal
1.
spot. Again, that same pull into the left, trying inside out, just missed.
Second serve.
Another great opportunity for Frazier. Push deep.
6, 7,
Those
2.
little misses can be the difference here when these two teams are battling so close.
Johns over the line once again, splits the middle.
Go ahead and speed up down my line. I'm sitting there and he's doing, that's a change. Earlier in the year,
Got
he would
him.
just
7, 6, 1.
reset that with one hand. Now it's a two-handed backhand counter winner twice in a row.
Second serve.
So where should Dylan Frazier test next if there's
Yeah, he
an
might want
option?
to come back through the body
7, 6,
and
2.
try. That's dangerous, but you can't just give up on what you think will help you win, though, just because you get beat once or twice. You just can't go to the exact same spot over and over.
Side out.
There's a new spot from JW Johnson, finding the toes of Ben Johns. It remains a one-point game, no points for Johns that time.
6, 7, 1.
Frazier and Johnson looking to tie it up here. Swatted by JW Johnson to tie it at 7.
Yeah, frustrated CJ going back and knows you cannot leave it up
7,
down the
7,
line,
1.
and that's the least amount of real estate to cover on a dink.
Point.
Frazier and Johnson on top by 1 in game 2.
8, 7, 1.
Oh, the
serve.
defense of Collin Johns saving the day at that point.
Dylan Frazier's like, this is perfect. I've got the poach. This point is over. And then he's playing on the left side,
8-7-2.
and he hasn't played there all day. Unbelievable hands after a couple of missed dinks from Colin. Bails him out right there. Let's see if that pays off to get the ball back.
Oh, what a point for JW Johnson.
And Dylan Frazier did make the adjustment there, brought that attack back across the body and got ahead in the
9,
rally.
7, 2.
The view we call the kitchen sink, kitchen on both sides.
Side
And
out.
Johns reaches in and holds off Frazier and Johnson, getting a game point.
And that's that consistency and reliability
7-9-1.
that you talked to Dylan Frazier about. You just can't put that ball up in the air down the line.
Point.
Just back for Frazier. Johns trail by 1 late in the
8-9-1.
second.
Point.
Tough net bounce for Frazier. Tie game. Back at 9. This one back and forth, both sides.
9-9-1.
Dylan Frazier owns the point. Gets one back.
Again, goes to the paddle side hip and love the adjustment. We'll see if Ben adjusts back. Can they get to 10?
Ben Johns creeps in, gets his toes to the kitchen, barely stays out and reaches game point.
That's after yelling at CJ that the ball's going deep, but couldn't get out of the way. No timeouts here either. They're just rolling.
10-9-2.
Big chat about what they wanted to do on this rally.
Side out.
Game point saved by Frazier and Johnson.
9-10-1. Second serve. Nine, 10-2. Point.
Frazier and Johnson tie it up at 10.
Massive miss there from CJ.
This for JW. Side out. It's anyone's game. 10-all, and a timeout will be called by the serving side. Ben.
Defense, and when he needs it, he will be so clutch for you over there. Can counter the best players on the left side in front of him.
Point.
And it's going to take more than 11 here because you got to win by
11-10-1.
Game point. Dylan Frazier rolls it in, but Ben Johns takes care of it.
From the world's most iconic tennis arenas to the glint of an Olympic gold medal, a new court beckons, a new challenge arises. Jack Sock has conquered tennis. Now, pickleball's next. Mastery, precision, passion, that's what champions are made of. And when it comes to pickleball, there's only one company they turn to. Jack Sock's legacy continues with the #1 brand in pickleball. Selkirk Sport. We are pickleball.
Those middle dinks are landed about the exact same spot from the Johns brothers. They have a formula. They stick to it. It's working.
Side out.
Same spot. So in the last time they played, JW Johnson actually pulled the trigger and had some offense off those middle dinks. Haven't seen it here today.
Point.
Johns brothers on the board first in game 3.
Second serve.
Ben saw it, stepped in, and then just didn't hit it clean. I mean, this is as good a read as he'll get.
1-0-2.
Perfect drop from Collin Johns.
Point.
Just back for Frazier. He had the opening.
He did, and that's the shot he makes a lot, so I love the idea.
2-0-2.
Had both paddles beat. And if you start speeding it up off the bounce over there, Collin is going to be the head of the SWAT team. Ernie from Collin Johns, because that ball was pretty shallow, but he's still able to flick it over, and an unbelievable start for the Johns brothers here in game 3. To the moon.
Fans loved it, and Ben Johns not as good at resetting as Collin is on the right.
0-4-1.
He probably would be.
Great scrambly point, though, that Frazier and Johnson got to get going here.
Second serve.
Did you like the speed up attempt of Frazier that time?
No, because he's slightly off balance. That's a big ball, which we call, where it looks like it's attackable, but it's not. He can get a better one, but it requires just hours of patience. There's Ben in the middle. Ben has done an awesome job just not letting middle dinks that are flying a little deep bounce.
4-0-1. Second serve.
Great finish there from Dylan Frazier. And this is where you desperately need a hold with 0 points out on the other side. What a slippery little forehand speed up down the line from Collin Johns.
And this men's doubles championship match not turning out as close as we anticipated.
Still got a little time, but they got to go now. They love getting a missed serve from Ben there after the timeout, so get a couple here and they're right back in it.
And they can.
Second serve.
They've done it before.
But just the fundamentals, which in their march to the finals were so good, just not quite there so far today.
Side out.
Ben even lobbing. It's a epidemic here, and just so smart from these guys. Have shown them a little something different all the way through the match.
Point. 6-0-1. Second serve.
Ben took a big hack at that overhead, and interesting part of this is Ben's got some extra juice available because he hadn't had the slam serves for a big, tough singles final. He wasn't in it. JW was.
Side out.
Good side out for Frazier and Johnson. Time to put the burners on.
Second serve.
Wow, JW Johnson is just usually money. You might as well just start at the kitchen because they're so good at getting there. Just can't find the range right now. Well, isn't that chaotic? Everyone thought that.
Left court.
Everyone thought the track down that CJ had was going to go deep. Neither Johns brother ran in after it and landed right on the line.
Second serve.
Heavy angle from JW Johnson. How can they convert that to some momentum?
Yeah, because the Johns brothers understand they're not going to get 5 in a row most of the time, but they'll take one at a time, especially with a one-sided lead like this.
JW Johnson pulling out some sorcery. The kitchen.
0-6-1.
JW Johnson gets his team on the board. Can they build off of one?
Great read of the Collin Johns forehand speed up. He went down the line before that one. He brought back into the body and did not live to tell about it.
Second serve. One 6-2. Point. Two 6-2. Side out.
Just stunning how not sharp they are with the thirds. It's not like the returns are wildly different than anything they've seen before. And in fact, with the X40, it's usually easier to drop the ball into the kitchen.
Second serve.
Referencing the X40, that's the Franklin X40 ball that plays a little bit slower, as you mentioned at the top of the show.
Official ball of this fine tournament.
Down the middle beauty for JW Johnson. Side out. They need 4 more to tie it.
And this is the way they play when they are winning. Patient until somebody leaves it up, and then their finishing power is second to none.
Second serve.
Frazier on defense. Couldn't come away with it.
Yeah, but never got set again.
2-6-2. Point.
Another point.
3-6-2.
Collin Johns counters down the line.
Yeah, JW Johnson, you can see him holding his head. He's like, why did I try a little off-speed flick there? That did not work.
Second serve.
It's one of those instances out on
He's
the
serving
outside
6-3-2.
courts. Senior pro mix and
6-3-2.
Merchant Marrero, their coach, not on the bench.
Wonder how he's doing.
Point.
He happens to be playing with the mother of JW Johnson, Julie Johnson, and that's a very good team, so you would guess they're doing well.
7-3-2. Point.
Johnson. How did that catch?
I mean, with that much pace, again, the X40 ball just has a little less on it. And that
Receivers.
off the,
Point.
Collin Johns all over the counter.
yeah, because he knows anything to the right side of his body's going wide from that ball position. So sit, backhand, and counter.
9-3-2.
Beautiful understanding of the dimensions of the court.
Side out.
What a play from JW Johnson. There's that hand speed that we know and love.
Now he's got to go.
3-9-1. Point.
There's that counter saying in. You think that's going to fly deep, but nice job by Dylan Frazier.
4-9-1.
Jones buries it. Another serve for Frazier and Johnson to try and close a 5-point gap.
And another brilliant counter from Collin Johns. Again, watch him jump out of the way. He only has to worry about the backhand there, and then sets up his brother. Beautiful.
Side out.
And that's why they win complimentary pickleball consistently, Michelle, and now just 2 points away.
9-4-1. Second serve.
JW Johnson wants more pickleball.
Great job by him of identifying that opening through the middle. Perfect spin.
Side out.
Dylan Frazier gets this side out. There's life for the 2 seed.
4-9-1.
There's that discipline of Dylan Frazier on the right side, resetting it. Despite the leg cord, still gets the error.
Ben had what he wanted there, sitting there. He just caught the tape.
Buried that one. JW Johnson pulls his team within 3. They're still in it.
They are indeed, and no timeout will come from the far side of the court. Unless this gets several more.
Second serve.
Johns takes advantage of the high ball, throws it down.
Yeah, this is an odd shot selection here from that position by Dylan Frazier. I mean, there's no way to full Ben from there. It's got to be hit up.
Point.
JW Johnson jams up Ben Johns there. It's a 2-point game.
So now he is on the counter of the counter and then gets it back across to Ben. That's 2 of those in this service rotation.
Side out.
Toughness for JW there, and a side out for the Johns brothers.
Timeout servers. 9-7-1.
Here's what they've been doing. This Thursday, complete rain, got every match in.
9-7-1. Point.
Just back, almost looked like it clipped Ben's paddle for a second.
It's because it clipped the tape.
10-7-1.
Championship point for the Johns brothers. Collin Johns reaches in and closes out back-to-back national titles.